Hey man, what it is? This is Dame, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go to Cash App, $ Dean by any means. There go to PayPal at Dean by any means. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much, much, much appreciated, y'all. Listen, y'all, I think we in for a good one. I think we in for a great one. Matter of fact, I think we in for potential fight of the year in 2024. Let's talk about it. We got top contender Vergil Ortiz versus Serhii Bohachuk. Now, if you're not too familiar with neither one of these fighters, Bohachuk is with PBC, Vergil Ortiz is with Golden Boy, and Vergil Ortiz is somebody that they really been pushing very heavily. Um, Two orthodox fighters that um what I could say is both of them are relentless. And anytime you got two fighters in there that both are relentless, that is just all the makings for a great fight. Do not be surprised if it's a lot of blood on that mat. Do not be surprised if it's a lot of blood on that mat. I foresee a couple head butts and cuts and all of that. Like just similar to Tim Tszyu and Sebastian Fundora. Maybe not that brutal, but close to it. Because Vergil is a guy that's a little bouncy, but Vergil likes to break you down. Both of them have the same game plan, and when they fight, they just go about it a different way. Vergil want to keep you at the end of that jab, work the body, and then start to work them up the uppercuts. Bohachuk wants to do the same exact thing, but just not use the jab as much, or with that without his great footwork. But I think Bohachuk is a better inside fighter than Vergil is inside fighter. So this going to come down to when they exchanging. I see Vergil getting the better of the exchanges because Vergil is a little faster. Bohachuk got one thing that I think is going to hinder him in this fight, and it's his speed. He's one of the more slow punching fighters that we got in boxing. Um, he's not really that athletic. And I think that athleticism is going to be the separation in this fight, y'all. Now, Vergil Ortiz is not the most athletic guy himself, but he's way more bouncier than Bohachuk is. The problem is for Vergil, if Vergil is not able to keep Bohachuk back, Bohachuk swings wildly, but with force though. And not all of them is going to be wild. And one punch that I really like from Bohachuk, do not be surprised if you see this over and over again. When they're close and they fighting on the inside, Bohachuk likes to throw that right uppercut straight down the line. And if for some reason it just be connecting, is why he a champ. For some, like what he did to Mendoza was just brutality. And I think that he's going to try to do that same thing because I think Mendoza is going to try to use the same game plan that a Vergil Ortiz is going to use. I think Vergil is going to try to stay on the outside more because I don't think Vergil want to make this a fight from the beginning. I don't think Vergil's scared of a fight. I just think he'd rather that happen later on when he slowed Bohachuk down. The problem is I like Bohachuk's IQ because he's not that fast. No, he's not that fast at all, y'all. But Bohachuk does a great job at picking his shots, though. So you might see Vergil throw some jabs and then Bohachuk come over the top with an overhand, bang. And then he just looking at him like, yeah, I'm here. What's up? Bohachuk will constantly be on that front foot. Now, Vergil is a great fighter more going forward, but Vergil can fight going backwards. And I feel as though Vergil has to use his distance. His distance and his athleticism and the speed, I think, is what's going to separate him in this fight with Bohachuk. Now, this fight has a lot of marbles on the line because these two guys are in line. Whoever wins this fight can get a Terencecrawford fight, Fundora fight. They're going to be unifying the divisions. And whoever wins this fight is going to play a big factor in how the 154 division plays out. It's going to be a big factor in this. Is jaronennis going to move up and challenge one of them? These are things that it plays such a this is an important fight. And like I said, you got two guys who not afraid to fight, going out there and going to lay it all on the line, because I think both of them understand how important this fight is, not only for the division, but for their career. For both of their career, because somebody is going to be taken very seriously after this fight. Because if Bohachuk already being a champion, if he come out and beat Vergil, you're going to have to deal with him, man. And we're going to be talking about Bohachuk in a different light going into Sunday morning. But if Vergil, who is going to be the favorite in this fight, if Vergil go in there and do what we think he can do, don't be surprised if you get him versus Terence Crawford. Do not be surprised if you get him versus Terence Crawford going forward. So, like I said, man, I just think this is going to be a dog fest. I think this is going to be a dog fight. I think it's going to be a lot of blood over the mat. I think this fight going to go 12 rounds. Absolutely. Somebody could get knocked out, y'all. I ain't doubting somebody could get stopped or knocked out, but I just see both of them not playing with the other. Yeah, I see both of them not really playing with the other and really understanding what they in there with and what they dealing with, because both got the potential to hurt the other fighter and constantly put that pressure on the other fighter, which is very, very important in this fight. Somebody will go on break today. I mean, tomorrow. Somebody is going to definitely break. I can tell y'all that this going to be a power of Vergil has all of the advantages, I believe, in this fight. Besides the inside fighting, I think Vergil has all the advantages, but Vergil defense is not the best as neither is Bohachuk. They both got pretty, I'll say their defense about equal. I'll give Vergil a slight advantage on that, but not too much, though. And Bohachuk like the counter punch. See, that's going to be another problem, too, because Vergil like to pounce you. The problem with that is that Bohachuk going to be coming with some heat. And that's going to matter. Like, that's going to matter. Bohachuk a big man. I think Bohachuk is a bigger man. And he got bricks in his gloves. So, this is going to be a very, very interesting fight, man. And I'm excited. It's one of those fights that you don't see. Like, we saw it coming. And it's like, not until it's here, you realize, like, this might be fight of the year, low-key. Like, low-key, this might wind up being fight of the year. First of all, because of all the meaning that goes into the fight that they're going to have to do. Second of all, the importance of the fight. Third of all, their styles. You know how everybody say, man, styles make fights. Styles make fights, and you couldn't put a better two styles to go up against each other right now. Not gonna lie, this is gonna be a big test for both fighters, because I believe both fighters are the best fighters that both has faced. Only thing I don't like about Bohachuk, like I said, is his speed. If he was a little faster, I might have him in this fight, to be honest. If he was a little faster, I would have him being favored in this fight, but he's not. And that matters when you're in exchanging with another fighter that's also a pressure fighter, that's also a dog, that also got heat in his gloves, that also like to walk you down, that also like to break you down. So how I see this fight going, I see it being them filling each other out the first two rounds. I feel like round 3 through 6 is going to be a little back and forth. And then I feel like round 7 through 12 is where Vergil start to show the separation. But it's going to be a dog fight all the way there, though. I think Vergil going to have to dig down deep to show that separation. And that's why I think that it's going to be potential fight of the year. Now, if Vergil starts slow, it could be a problem, because Bohachuk got a style that if you start slow and he starts to gain some rounds, and then it's like halfway through the fight, it's I don't know. When you get tired and the better inside fighter and he throwing them haymakers and he trying to break you down, it might end. He likes to be on that front foot. It might get tricky on them scorecards. Them champion, I can tell y'all this is going to come down to the championship rounds, and they going to mean a lot. And I think I keep telling y'all, man, the championship rounds it's going to mean a lot. But I got Vergil Ortiz winning 7-5, 8-4, unanimous decision, possible split decision. Somebody could get knocked out, but I'm not too sure about that. Just because I think they're going to be filling each other out early, and I think both fighters have a great IQ, and I don't think that the other fighter is so much superior than the other, where it's like they not going to see that coming or make certain adjustments. So y'all know what this is, right? Deem by any means. And I holla at y'all.